Hey, what's up guys, you're watching Savvasapple. So yesterday Apple has announced lots of new cool stuff. So on this video I'm going to talk about the new iPhone 6s, the iPad Pro and the new Apple TV. So yesterday, 9th of September, Apple has released those cool new products. So I'm going to start off with the iPad Pro. So the iPad Pro has the same design as the Air 2, slightly thicker than the Air 2. At the same time, it supports some awesome new features. So first of all, the iPad Air Pro. The iPad Pro supports 4 speakers. So that means that the iPad Pro has stereo speakers. So the A9X chip is gonna create some desktop class performance for the iPad Pro, and we'll see some awesome applications releasing for the iPad Pro. So the iPad Pro is better at typing now, but Messenger for the win. So the iPad Pro with iOS 9 will be so much better. So multitasking is gonna be amazing on this new iPad. You can use an application in a small screen of the area and still be the full-size iPad Air 2 size, and this will be nice. So you can use iPad Air 2 size applications on the one side of the screen of the iPad Pro and still continue have more screen to use for another application. So the iPad Pro, it has a new Apple designed smart cover / keyboard. So basically on this keyboard it attaches at the bottom of some magnets with the iPad and automatically connects that, and it works great and it looks really nice. It's a little bit too expensive, it's like $149 I think. So it's a really nice accessory for your iPad Pro. Something which is interesting is a 12.9-inch screen, so that means it's almost the same size as this 13-inch MacBook Pro, which is really crazy. Now, something really revolutionary, the Apple Pencil. Look, this is the Apple Pencil. Really revolutionary. So with the Apple Pencil, thanks to the new pressure sensitivity on the iPad Pro screen, you can use this new pencil, which is $99. And you can do some awesome stuff like professional stuff, Photoshop stuff and stuff like that on the iPad Pro, and thanks to this power, you can power lots of cool applications. But the iPad Pro is kind of very expensive, so I'll put a link in the description to see the prices, the different prices for different storages. So 32 GB is the baseline, and it goes up to 120 GB. So yeah, that's the new iPad Pro. Now the iPad Pro is gonna have 10 hours of battery life, so yeah. Now let's talk about the Apple TV, and the Apple TV got a big update as well. So first of all, it has a new controller which looks pretty nice. It's powered with like Bluetooth 4.0. It works with Bluetooth 4.0. It also charges with a lightning connector, and it's all new. The design of the Apple TV hasn't changed that much. It's slightly thicker and stuff like that. But the biggest focus is on TV OS. The TV OS is based on iOS and is powered with Siri, so you can search for movies using your voice with Siri, and it's really amazing. So basically you can like search for comedy movies just for the old ones or the new, the updated movies, so you can search from that. I will put as well a link in the description for the Apple TV. And for the first time, the Apple TV has an app store, so you can download applications. There's a developer SDK for the Apple TV, so developers can develop applications. There are some new games for the Apple TV, that such as like the Crossy Road game, Asphalt 8 are coming to Apple TV, and the new Apple TV starts at $149. So now let's talk about the iPhone 6s, and that was the thing I was really excited about this Apple event. So the iPhone 6s is really amazing. As an S upgrade, the iPhone 6s has the same design as the iPhone 6. Plus it's slightly thicker than the iPhone 6, but it's thicker for a new technology that is called 3D Touch. So what 3D Touch does, it's basically the Force Touch we always, like everybody was talking about, the iPhone 6s, but it's actually called 3D Touch. So basically you apply some pressure on the home screen and you can take a selfie or take a photo or slow motion video on the camera app. You can actually call directly from your home screen without even opening the app. You can reply to messages by just applying some pressure on the screen, and you can actually reply to the messages. I would definitely use those features on the iPhone 6s when I get my hands on it. So for example, if you're on the Mail app, you just apply some pressure and you get a sneak peek of the email, or when somebody sends you an iMessage, for example, you can actually view that by applying some pressure on the screen and like sneak peeking the website without even leaving the iMessages app. Also, third-party developers will develop some new features on their applications. So third-party developers like Facebook and Instagram, they are actually using this new 3D Touch technology. So for example, on Instagram, when you apply some pressure on a photo, you can directly like it or view it like a little preview of the image. The next big upgrade on the iPhone 6s is on the camera system. The camera on the iPhone 6s is a 12 megapixel camera, which is absolutely amazing. One of the best cameras in any smartphone today. Plus, this camera records in 4K. Now the front-facing camera got some love too. It's now a 5 megapixel front-facing FaceTime eyesight camera, which is capable of recording at 1080p. It's called the HDR things, all of the awesome features that iPhone 6 had. And now Apple has implemented a Retina flash on the display, so when you take selfies, it's like a True Tone flash on the screen and you take some much better night selfies. Also, a new feature on the camera is live photos. So basically when you snap a photo, you just basically snap a photo. But when you force touch on a photo, you basically get the last 2 seconds before taking the shot. So that's a pretty nice feature, but it's definitely gonna waste some battery and as well some storage on your phone, especially if you get the 16 gigabyte. Seriously, don't get the 16 gigabyte. So I might actually turn this feature off because I don't want to record some live photos all the time. So yeah. Now let's talk about the performance on the iPhone 6s, and finally we get some bump up specs. Although Apple didn't give us if the A9 chip is gonna be triple core or even quad core, we don't know. But the Apple iPhone 6s has the A9 chip, which is a faster processor than the A8. The 64-bit architecture, desktop class architecture, is up to 70% better, faster on CPU tasks, and up to 90% on the GPU. Something which I forgot to mention, the iPhone 6s doesn't have optical image stabilization, only the iPhone 6s Plus has that. Now Touch ID is even faster on the iPhone 6s. From the videos I've seen from Apple, they show that by actually pressing on the home button, it automatically unlocks really fast. So yeah, I'm really excited for this fast Touch ID. Now with the iPhone 6s, you get a new color, which is the new rose gold, which was rumored from a long time ago. So we get the space gray, the silver, the gold, and now the rose gold, which looks nice in my opinion. Not the best. I personally prefer the space gray model. Now on the camera side, the slow motion feature on the iPhone 6s is now at 1080p, so you can record 1080p slow motion videos at 120 frames per second. That's the same as the iPhone 5s has. When the iPhone 5s launched, it was like 720p, 120 frames per second, but you can still record in 240 frames per second, but in 720p. So that's not a problem. It's gonna be an amazing feature. So yeah. So anyway guys, make sure you subscribe for more videos on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching as always. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. That helps me a lot. And I guess I will see you in the next episode.